Good evening. I would like to call the Monday, October 28th, 24. Did I say October?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
The Monday,
Oh, yeah,
November
25th.
25th, 2024, Blue Springs Planning Commission meeting to order. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tracy, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Commissioner Ingersoll. Commissioner Pumphrey.
Present.
Commissioner Stokenberry.
Present.
Commissioner Smith.
Present.
Commissioner Sanderson.
Present.
Commissioner Cradoff.
Present.
Commissioner Graham.
Present.
Commissioner Howe.
Present.
Chairperson Henning.
Present. Thank you and welcome everybody who's present and watching those from home. Tonight's agenda consists of the minutes from the last meeting on November 12th, preliminary plat for the links at Adams Point, announcements and adjournment. At this time, I'll entertain a motion on the consent agenda for approval of October 14th meeting minutes.
November 12th.
November 12th. Got some dates wrong here. Do I have a motion?
So moved. And I'll second
And a
it.
second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Moving on, item number 2, the preliminary plat, PP 08249289, the links at Adams Point. Ms. Fry.
So we noticed in the packet this evening that the memo kind of did something crazy. So we apologize, that was not caught when we uploaded it. So I do have the memo up here where it looks normal. So I do apologize and that won't happen moving forward. So this is just a quick memo. Public hearing was held, obviously October 28th, with Planning Commission, and at that time the links at Adams Point was a 37 lot subdivision with the 5 open tracks, and then it also included the connection from the northeast Greenview to Adams Point Village subdivision. When we went to City Council on November 4th, City Council heard the case where all the exhibits that were entered from here, from Planning Commission to City Council. Testimony was taken and the public hearing was continued at that time in request from Council regarding that to see an alternative design plan that showed the northeast Greenview connection to be removed, so that there would be only 30 lots with the removal of that extension. So on November 18th, the applicant and myself returned to City Council with the revised PD concept plan, which included the 30 lot subdivision, now with 4 open tracks across the 18.47 acreage with a no connection to the Adams Point Village subdivision. When the hearing was concluded, City Council approved the rezoning and the revised PD concept plan unanimously. With the approval of the revised PD concept plan, this is why we are back here this evening to now show the preliminary plat of the links at Adams Point. Let me get this where we can actually all see it, which is in your packet correctly. So as you can see, there's the 30 lots with the Scenic Valley as the only entrance and exits, and because it is 30 lots, it is not required to have the secondary entrance and exit to that subdivision. And I would be happy to answer any questions, and the applicant is here also.
Any questions from any commissioners? So basically, everything remains the same except for those 7 lots and the connecting.
That is correct.
That's the best I could tell.
Yes.
Okay. Does the applicant have anything to add? Okay. Any further discussion or any discussion period from up here? All right, I would ask for a motion on the preliminary plat.
Chair,
Yes, sir.
move to approve preliminary plat PP 08249289, the links at Adams Point.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Moving on, item number 3, which is the Solid Waste Management Commission Liaison Appointment. I talked to Mike about this earlier. Said he was gonna be here, he was gonna give a brief overview of what the Solid Waste Commission is. I don't see Mike here. That's okay. I understand, from what I talked to Mike today, it's a liaison appointment. Solid waste consists of recyclables and other things like that. Susan, you've been on for 2 years?
This is.
Oh, so, yes. So would you give us an overview as to what it's like, what it's about, and then we'll open it up and talk about appointing
Yeah.
someone.
We haven't met that often,
Okay.
and really we're talking about recycling and also compost piles,
Okay.
and those were the 2 main issues.
So a couple meetings a year, perhaps?
Right,
Okay, so minimal time.
minimal time.
Okay.
And Chair, if I may, I can
Yes.
kind of add some too. I did speak with Mike this afternoon, and he mentioned the conversation he had with you. So
Okay.
I have a little bit more I can also
Okay.
provide too.
I just passed by.
I was just
because
waiting
didn't
for
see Mike
the
here.
right time to
Okay.
kind of. But yeah, I did speak with Mike. So it sounds like they are looking to potentially pick up the amount of meetings throughout the year, maybe every other month that we're trying to get moved towards. But just generally speaking, that Solid Waste Management Commission, it is a commission that's an advisory committee. They stay informed of state and federal regulations. They make recommendations to the city council of changes needed to keep the city in compliance with state and federal requirements relating to solid waste management. They also review the solid waste activities for Blue Springs, 2 of which Susan had mentioned, and keep stay informed of those solid waste technology and solid waste requirements that have changed. The commission also makes recommendations to the council regarding issues concerning solid waste management as they relate to the city, to promote the health, comfort, and general welfare of the city, and preserves and protects property values throughout the city. And then they also assist the city council in implementing the city's solid waste management plan. So that's kind of at a really high level overview of their roles as a commission for the city.
Thank you, Dave. Any questions for Dave or Susan about this? Before we just open it up for blind nominations, is there anybody here that has a desire or interest in serving on this?
I do.
Okay, I would as well. Anybody that's just neutral and that would do it, but we have a couple interested parties? Okay, having said that, I would ask for a motion for the appointment for a liaison for the Solid Waste Management Commission.
Chair,
Yes,
I would nominate Commissioner Cradoff for solid waste liaison.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second. All those in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? None. All right. Welcome, Mr. Cradoff. Any other business from the city? From up here? It is 6:38. We were wondering if we would make it under or over the 10-minute mark, and it looks like we will be.
Let me just
Oh, he's gonna put a wrench in it.
Let me just 30 seconds.
Yes.
I just wanted to inform everybody, just in case you haven't been made aware of this. There have in recent months been kind of scams going on with some of our city staff, specifically, or people have been impersonating them. And what we found is there's been a pattern in when we have our public hearings or public meetings, somebody that, at least according to us in community development, that hasn't been identified as using the agendas that are posted on our agenda center to then reach out to applicants after the fact of the meetings to get them to pay some sort of fee that doesn't exist, which so far everyone has contacted us because it seems like an odd amount of money and they want it to be wired. And so everybody's obviously gone through phishing emails and scams with their IT departments wherever they work. So fortunately, we haven't had any reports of that being successful, but that has come up over the last few months. And within City Hall, we're addressing it accordingly. But if you hear of something, somebody contacts you asking about some sort of weird email that has a staff person's name on it, asking for money to be wired or sent to them directly, just probably best just to forward them and have them give us a call or whatever, and we can confirm that email. All of our fees are paid up front for these purposes, so anything coming after the fact is very odd and peculiar, so likely isn't real. So just wanted to kind of put that out there so everyone was kind of aware in case you hear of something along those lines. That's something that's kind of going on right now. So.
Thank you, Dave. Anything else? I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. This meeting is adjourned. Have a pleasant evening.